I guess I'm live. Am I live? Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the craziness. How are we today? How you doing, mate? Moon and noon. Hello, Bill. Hi, everybody. All right, man. A B C D E F G H I J. Hello. TNT Suckles. PDX. Check it this out. I'm bringing back everything that the left has canceled. I think it's time to cancel culture and bring everybody back, whether it be Chief Wahoo, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben. Did you guys know that when they canceled Aunt Jemima, all of her family members who were reaping the benefits of her royalties were robbed? Did you guys know that? I'm over here like, and guess who was responsible for it? The same people that Malcolm X called the most dangerous people in the world, the white liberals. And boy, oh boy, do I have some insane footage to show you guys today. An epic confrontation with one of the most unhinged, crazed liberals I have ever encountered. Keep in mind, I have never said not one word to this person since ever until Thursday evening to be exact. It was crazy, you guys. I have to give you a whole background of this story, you guys. This is insanity. The left will stop at nothing to stop you from exposing what is going on in the schools. The left will stop at nothing to slander you, defame you, to get you to shut up by any means necessary, even if that means filing false police reports against you. You heard that right, and I have it right here. Now, I am going to, as much as I don't think that she deserves it, I will protect the anonymity of this person because I don't want any harm to come to this person and or her husband or her children. I'm just that not that type of person, and I think you guys already know that, but still I have to keep things on the up and up, and I have to keep things keep my integrity intact. I have to keep my integrity intact here. I don't think she would give me the same. In fact, I know she hasn't given me the same respect in return, but hey, two wrongs don't make a right now, do they? So we have to always show that we are better than them. And we always have to show that we're going to stand up and not go anywhere. And we're going to continue to speak out no matter what bullshit they throw at us. Okay. How is everybody? Hi. No, you're right, Ed. What is that? E Dizzle? You're right. She wouldn't do the same, and she has not done the same. Now, people forget that the internet is forever. And I got some screenshots today, which I cannot show you, unfortunately, because it has her name on them and it has her Facebook. And I'm going to edit out her name and I'm going to post it to Patreon. And my instant access tiers and above will get, they got all this body camera footage. A lot of it is too much to show on YouTube. Plus, there are minors involved and you cannot show their identities. And I wouldn't want to do that anyways. But, since it was body camera footage and if it was a confrontation, I felt like the Patreons got to have that. I don't give a shit. Anyways, Thursday evening, this was the 6th of June. There was a school board meeting, right? And Rocky from GAG, the organization that they labeled a hate group, which is not a hate group. Rocky came up or down from Wisconsin, and I invited him, me solely. Okay. Now they're putting this all over a group in Facebook, which I have the screenshots I'm going to show you, that two of the board members who are common sense based and will stop at nothing to fight for what's right for our children. They lied and said that these two ladies had invited Rocky there, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. I did. Me. And they're griping on about Rocky not being a mentor resident. And I just have to remind them that they did the same damn thing. And I got the footage to prove it. I'm just saying. So I want to share with you guys this post. If there are progressives, of course, they let that be known. They're progressives, and whatever they do is actually regressive, and it's hurting our community. It really is. I want to say hi, everybody. We're talking about Unordinary Programmer. What's up, Antonio? I got that footage. It's available for you Patreons. It's lit. Remember, if you are an all act or instant access tier and above, you get it for free, unrestricted. It's just it's raw. It's all of the footage. It's everything and more. I cannot go through all of it for privacy reasons. I can't show it all on YouTube, of course. So, anyways, Thursday we're talking about an unhinged liberal whom accosted me in a most violent way. And we're talking about an unhinged liberal who filed a false police report against me. So, anyways, I invited Rocky from GAG to come down here from Wisconsin to come to the school board meetings and speak out, because that's what GAG does. They put these teachers and and administrators and people that put on these drag events for children. They put them on blast. They're trying to protect children. They're members of the LGBTQ community, but since they speak out against kids going to drag, kids going to pride, kids being transitioned, they are labeled a hate group. And I'm over here going, oh my God, the same people that label GAG a hate group are the same people who labeled Moms for Liberty a hate group. I'm literally floored at how they think, because if you say something about not grooming kids and doing this, that, you're automatically labeled a bigot. And I'm over here like, what in the hell is wrong with these people? I'm so glad I'm a conservative, you guys. I really am. Proudly. I'm a proud conservative. I'm a mother of two boys. I don't believe there are more than two genders. I do not care what adult transgender people do with their own bodies. That's none of my business. Be you, do whatever you want to your body. But when we are doing this to children and ruining their lives, ruining their chances to reproduce, ruining their bodies by mutilating them, we're ruining their chances to have any sexual function whatsoever. I have to draw the line at that. I don't think transing kids is right. And that is my right to my opinion. It doesn't matter if we disagree or not. One opinion is not more it's one opinion is not greater than the other one. And as much as I want to put this woman on blast and let everyone know who she is, I don't have that in me. I don't have a mean bone in my body, but I will not sit here and allow somebody to slander me, defame me, and bully me. Now, Rocky comes down. I pick him up from the airport. Poor Rocky, man. He was supposed to be down here at 4 p.m. on Thursday, and he didn't get here till like almost midnight. Damn airports, man. I'll tell you, everything is just crazy these days. We have to go through TSA and get pat down. We have to get unnecessary radiation. We have to be our privacy is invaded, but they don't say the same for people who are here illegally. They just let them go through TSA, no problem. It makes no damn sense. And I can't wait for Trump to come back. Honest to God. Honestly, Trump said that he will not give any funding. He will strip funding away from schools that are pushing critical race theory, gender ideologies, and allowing boys and girls locker rooms and or sports and bathrooms. And that's another main reason why I'm voting for him. He will make Title IX what it was meant to be. It's meant to be protecting girls and women, whether it be in the workplace or sports. So I don't care if you like the guy or hate the guy. If you care about the safety of women and actual women's rights, you're going to vote for Trump. All right. So let's move on. Now, there was a Facebook post by a progressive radical left bunch of group of people here in Northeast Ohio, and I'm going to put them on blast because it's a public page. Now, this is absolute insanity, you guys. I couldn't believe it myself when I read it, but hey, here we go. I want to show you all this. It's nuts. It's full of lies. It's full of all kinds of stuff. But hey, now the progressive Northeast Ohio wants to tag Rose Iapolo of Menor School Boards and Annie Payne, who are absolutely amazing women. uh, encouraging out of state agitators to attend menor school board meetings and videotape and harass minor students. All right, let's disprove that real quick. I invited Rocky here. Rose and Annie had zero clue that I was coming, nor I was bringing Rocky. They don't know what I'm doing. I didn't put that out there. In fact, I waited until Rocky got on a plane to go home to post that, hey, look, I'm finally able to post a picture of Rocky because I even had him take an Uber and everything to this school board meeting. Rose and Annie had nothing to do with this. And I hate the fact that they're constantly dragging them through the mud, calling them bigots. They're gross. They're disgusting. Anyways, here we go. Let's read this on because I just had to dispel that rumor. It's a myth. So at the June 6th meeting, an individual from Wisconsin who has a restraining order in a school district there attended the school board meeting to berate the board and superintendent. He then videotaped his verbal attack on a minor student to share on his social media, along with a woman who runs a porn website and has a violent criminal history. They have made continued threats to the transgender community, and yet these board members not only approve of this behavior, they actively encourage it by meeting with these individuals and sharing Bible verses about wearing the armor of God. Wow, where the fuck did that come from? Because never once has Rose nor Annie shared Bible verses with anybody that I know, including myself, about wearing the armor of God. And so what if they did? They're acting like Christianity is something bad, but that ain't never happened. Also, that never happened was Rocky has a restraining order. That is true, but Rocky has a restraining order because check this out, you guys. He literally outed a teacher or educator or gym teacher or something who was hosting a drag event that actually had what? Teenagers. Yes, you heard that right. Underage drag queens. So, and I posted the video of Rocky of the school board meeting. Did it look like he was berating them? Did it look like he was harassing them or screaming at them? No, he was actually pointing out everything that they're doing wrong. He was criticizing them. Oh, they don't like that. Oh, they're allowed to criticize you, but the very second that you criticize somebody that they are friends with or that are on their side, oh boy, all hails. Oh, we can't handle them words. Boo, boo, whatever. Here's what I say. Okay, and a woman with a violent criminal history. Really? Okay. 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 We'll get into that. We'll get into that because if you guys have known me, you already know what had happened. You already know that my felony record was expunged and I am not a felon, and never once have I been arrested for violence. So I don't know what these people think by using these trigger words like violent criminal history and long rap sheet. I don't know what they're trying to do here. Really, I don't. Because what are you trying to do? Evoke? Are you trying to evoke emotions? Are you trying to invoke what? Fear? What? A felon is not a good person? What? I mean, I know lots of felons who have changed their lives completely around, including myself, that are absolutely stand up human beings. And I know as I did prison time myself, I've always been an open book about my journey and where I've come from to where I am today, and I'm not ashamed of that. But to say that I'm a violent criminal, how dare you? That is disgusting. It's slanderous. It's defamation. I'm not a violent criminal at all. In fact, quit calling me a felon because I'm not. I once was a felon, but now I'm not. Thank you, Trump, for the First Step Act because he literally expunged the records of many, many, many felons who Joe Biden put away. So, for nonviolent drug offenses. So, if you want to get something right, get that fact right at least. My God. And they'll use stuff.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Sorry, Mom. That's my ringtone, you guys. Yes, it is. I'm cheesy. What can I say? If a lot of, I was saying that if they're going to use something even a decade or more that was in your past and throw it in your face because they don't got shit on you today. It's fucking hilarious. It's so sad. But, anyways, if you think students deserve to feel safe in their school district, yes, I do. In fact, I think girls deserve to go to the bathroom without males in there. Yeah, I think that girls deserve to play on girls' sports teams without having to compete against or alongside biological males. It's dangerous. wasn't there a girl in Virginia that was like volleyball was spiked in her face and it literally left her with deformities and disabilities? I mean, gee, our fears, it's not like they're invalid or anything. Well, what about those girls in Loudoun County, Virginia? I mean, how are they faring today? The lifetime of trauma that they will forever have because they let a biological male into the girls' bathrooms and he did the unthinkable. So we're trying to protect these girls, and these people think, well, we're going to have to be all inclusive. We're going to have to just say, okay, we're going to protect the less than 1%, and we're going to tell all the other girls that they can go fuck themselves. That we care about your civil rights, but yours, well, they're in the shitter. Is that what we're doing here? No, 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 no. They told these girls if they don't feel comfortable going to the bathroom with a biological male, that they can use the bathroom in the nurses' station. So, no, if you know, they have gender neutral bathrooms in the high school in my district where these transgender students can go and feel safe. And also, it makes the girls safe as well. But they now changed that with Joe Biden's new thing about Title IX. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now the boys can go into the girls' bathrooms. All they have to do is say, I'm transgender, and they can walk right in. In fact, I have footage of some kind of a fight that happened in the girls' bathroom. It was a biological male in the girls' bathroom in this very hall in the very same schools. So I have footage of that, but I cannot show it here on YouTube, of course. But I do. There's been more than one incident at this high school of a transgender child, a boy that identifies as a girl, beating the crap out of a female, a tiny one. And when we affirm these kids, like I don't ever hear of this like male to female to male transgender. You never hear about this. They don't want to go in the men's room. They don't want to compete against men in sports or alongside men. This is always male to female. And when we affirm these boys and say, you're a girl, then they think it's okay to beat up girls and to accost them and to harass them and bully them because, well, I'm just one of the girls. No, you're not. Your chromosomes say differently. Your sex organs say differently. I have these people literally accusing me of berating a child because of their genitalia. I'm like, no, that's not what happened. And I have the body camera footage to prove it. It's really sad what they will do. I even let it be known. I have this on body camera. Okay. I have this all on camera, all of it. You sure you want to go with that story? Are you sure? Oh, yeah, because I'm a liberal and you can show me a video and I'm going to still say, well, this is what really happened. No, the videotapes don't lie. I'm so sick and tired of them. I really am. There was a Facebook post that was thankfully deleted, but still, it was slanderous, it was defamatory, and I will seek legal repercussions. I'm not playing anymore. You're not going to slander me. You're not going to call me a bigot. You're not going to call me a felon. You're not going to say I'm a violent criminal. You're not going to say I have a gun. And you're not going to do that because if you do, I'm suing you. Capiche? Capiche. Okay. So here's this Facebook post, right? They're bitching and moaning and complaining about Rocky being there. Oh my God, this bigot. Yeah, he's a gay man, right? He's a gay man who speaks out against what they're doing to kids, grooming kids, bringing them to Pride, bringing them to drag shows, doing all this, that transitioning kids. He's against that. And I'm right along there with him. And I'm allowed to have that opinion. I don't care if you agree with me or not. It's not on me to say, I don't tell other parents how they parent. I will tell you about yourself, though. You come at me, though. And that's what I did that night. Anyways, so they want to complain and say, how dare this man come to this school board meeting when he's from Wisconsin? That's not allowed. Well, March 2023, y'all did the same thing when you let a resident of Painesville, Ohio, that's not Mentor, who actually lied on the forms by saying that I'll use the preferred pronouns of this person because he ain't never done nothing wrong to me, and I don't feel like I have to be rude at all. I'm very accommodating to people as long as you're accommodating and cool to me. That's just how it works, man. You show me respect, I'll show you respect back. But anyways, they're going on and on and on about Rocky doing this, but they don't say nothing about this person coming to our district to be pro allowing boys in the girls' bathrooms and the Shea resolution, which would keep transgender students in their own bathrooms, even the ones that are on your birth certificate, which, hey, if that's a male on your birth certificate, then you know what? Go to the bathroom that says male. Even if you change your birth certificate from male to female, guess what? You're still a male. You're still got XY chromosomes, baby. Sorry, not sorry. But they didn't say nothing about this person here. And this person openly admits, hey, look, I'm from Painesville. And then the person lies and says that I'm a district employee, meaning that works for the school district. Well, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're a liar. And here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Oakley. I live in 1772 West Jackson. I live in Painesville. I work in Menor.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here to address some of the comments in the thing. So number one, I just want to throw it out there. It was mentioned the social transition of.
Okay, so I'm going to skip this because Annie Payne says, wait a minute. This person doesn't live in the district, so why are they allowed to speak? And this is the old school board president. His name was Tom Tuttle. And, Tom was all, didn't say nothing about this.
Thank you.
I don't want any hate to go to this person, by the way.
Our next speaker is Dean Paraskevas.
Mr. Tuttle, I have a point of order or point of clarification. In our public participation policy, it states you have to
Caitlin
either
Clark
be a
pisses
resident
me off,
of
man.
Mentor, or you have to, not employed, you have to have a business in Mentor, correct?
Or be an employee.
So you can be any employee in Mentor,
No, employee of the district.
an employee of the district. Okay.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Was he an employee of Menor District?
No.
I would have to defer to Mr. Dean.
He works in Mentor. I just wanted to clarify because we don't truly allow, with our new participation policy, we don't allow people who just work in Mentor.
Correct.
Okay, so there you have it. So they're pissed off that Rocky did that. But there are numerous occasions to where people on the left come to our school board meetings and lie and say that they are a employee of the district or a Mentor resident. But that's okay. Nothing about that, right? I'm sick and tired of the hypocrisy and the double standards. It's rules for thee, but not for me with them. And I'm sick and tired of it. Now, Thursday, you guys, holy shit balls of fire. Me and Rocky are getting ready for the school board meeting and we're having a good time. We're about to go eat at BJ's for lunch. It's really good food. It's a steakhouse and they have like the best like burgers, right? So Rocky was like, let's go to lunch. Like, I want to go take you out to lunch and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, my phone rings. It's the police. And I'm like, I don't get phone calls from the police very often, you guys. So I was taken aback. I'm like, what's going on here? Hi, Jen. Did you post a video to YouTube? And I was like, yeah. And this was my live stream. It was an hour long. And I'll show you guys which one that is. It was an hour long video. I was up in my bedroom and I was talking about the predators using the whole transgender community in order to capitalize off of the new transgender loopholes and bills and stuff like that. And I says, the transgender community needs to stand up because there are these predators out there who are using the transgender thing to gain access to the women's safe spaces. They need to stand up and say something. They literally took a 58-second clip and sent that to the police and the superintendent, this lady who I won't name. Let's call her Voldemort because, well, I mean, she kind of looks like Oswald Cobblepot. I did call her Jabba the Hutt, like when I first started doing these school board meetings, but Oswald Cobblepot is more fitting. You guys know who that is? Anyways, so they took this video that I was on, right? An hour long, mind you, an hour long. Took a little clip. It was streamed 5 days ago. It was 59 minutes long, and I'll show you which one right now. Here it is. This is this one right here, where I'm talking about all of what I just said, that the predators are going to capitalize, right? Which they do. And I said, if I'm in the bathroom, I always carry with me. That's what I said. I carry. Well, this woman not only sends that to the superintendent, but the police as well, saying that I am a felon in possession of a firearm. So thank God that we have a cop, right, left in the world, in the country today, that didn't seem right to her, you know. So I'm going to read you what was written about me. I have to remember not to say her name, even though I want to really bad. So Jen has been. Here's the most truthful part in this whole statement. Ready for it? Jen Halad has been attending mentor school board meetings the past few months, period. That is the only factual thing in this video, or I'm sorry, in this report. Jen has been attending mentor school board meetings for the past few months. Everything else is a lie. And I'm going to prove it to you because I come with receipts. I'm just saying. Since that time, she has threatened board members, actually was restrained at a prior meeting for rushing at the school board members. Okay. First of all, I myself don't think it's right to threaten any school board member, any teacher, any superintendent, any police officer. I am not about that life. So why would I do it? And if I bum rushed them and had to be restrained, as you say, why am I allowed to speak there still? Why haven't I been banned or arrested for rushing the school board members and threatening them? Anyhow, she is consistently making threats against the transgender community on her YouTube page. Can you pinpoint which video that is? Can you? I have about 2,000 videos on this channel, and I have never once threatened the transgender community, nor would I. Did you watch the podcast where Scott Nugent himself came here and sat right here next to me? No, maybe you skipped that one. Scott is transgender and is also dead set against transitioning children. Love Scott. Scott's a great person. Anyways, so I consistently threaten the transgender community on her YouTube page. Then recently, I was sent a video from a friend telling me to watch out for my daughter's safety. She is transgender, and I'm not going to say where she goes to school, but she also attends the school board meetings. I sent this video to the resource officer as well as the superintendent. The officer told me to file a report, especially because felons are not allowed to possess a firearm. Okay. I'm sorry, Miss A, but you're an a-hole. Because what is this? Right here, this is an application for expungement, the sealing of the applicant's conviction. So the court has been given notice of this hearing to the prosecutor and the case and the probation department, and a report has been received from the probation department as to the defendant. The court has considered the evidence and reasons against granting the application specified in the objection, if any, filed by the prosecutor. There wasn't one, nor from the probation department as well. See, all of my fines had been paid. My debt to society was also paid. And I haven't gotten into any legal trouble since 2013. Not even a speeding ticket or a seatbelt ticket. Not a nothing. So according to them and according to law, I was eligible to have my felony expunged. Thanks, Trump, because if he had not signed that First Step Act, this wouldn't be possible. So, all right, moving on. The court finds that the applicant is eligible a final discharge for the felonies, right? Final discharge, right? It says the criminal offenses that he or she was convicted of is not described. The sealing a record is precluded, and that the interest of the applicant in having those records pertaining to the applicant's conviction sealed are not outweighed by any legitimate governmental need to maintain those records. Therefore, it is hereby ordered that all official records pertaining to this case shall be sealed. Also, it is further ordered that the applicant be and hereby restored to all rights and privileges. So, I once was a felon, but now I'm not. So quit calling me a felon because it's wrong. Okay. All right. Now, I have to tell you guys, I was taken aback because I'm over here going, she said what? Like, in this day and age, right? When I was 16 years old and in school, Columbine happened. I don't joke about that stuff. That's something that I take very seriously. Uvalde, Sandy Hook. Okay. We don't joke about that shit, nor do we lie about it and say that somebody is brandishing a firearm when they're not. And I wish I could say they didn't stoop any lower, but they did. See, after the school board meeting was up, I believe she's employed with this district. She walked up to the school board president and said, Jen has a gun. She's packing. She's carrying. You should call the police because, well, she deserves to get arrested. Well, thankfully, another school board member was standing right there because El Presidente thinks it's a great idea to lie to law enforcement. Anyways, I'm going to read you what the police officer said now. Okay. Again, I will not be speaking of names in this video. A is a parent of a 14-year-old transgender child. A and her child go to every board meeting. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because you weren't at the, I've been to now March, April, May, June. I've been to now 4, and I've only seen you at, well, now 2. So you go to school board meetings sometimes, but you don't go all the time. Okay, Jennifer also goes to the school board meetings. A states that Jen has threatened school board members in the past. A states that Jen is a convicted felon and has a long rap sheet. Jen posted an hour-long video on YouTube. A showed me that clip of the video. A is concerned. I want you to pay special close attention to what I'm about to say. What timestamp are we at? 33 minutes and 9 seconds. A is concerned for her child's safety at the school board meetings. A is concerned about her child's safety at the school board meetings. Did you guys get that? Do I need to say it again? The video A showed me is a 2-minute clip of a 59-minute video Jen posted to her YouTube channel called Just Jen Reacts. In the clip of the video, Jen states, the transgender community is trying to victimize women and children. I carry with me, I'm going to be real with you. If I'm in the bathroom, it's going to be me or you. Actually, that's what she said, not what I said, because in here, the officer actually gets to watch the video and says, wow, she didn't say that at all. Anyways, I asked A to send me the clip to my city email, but I never received it. I looked up the video on YouTube. I found the part where the clip was taken. Prior to that clip, A had showed me. I learned the whole context of what Jen was saying. It appears the complete statement from Jen was the following, and I quote, criminals are going to capitalize on these new transgender bills, laws, and loopholes. The transgender community needs to stand up and admit there are criminals that are going to use these laws to victimize women and children. It is wrong. I carry with me, and if I'm in the bathroom, it's going to be me or you, FAFO. There are sex offenders capitalizing on the whole transgender movement. Jen continues to talk more about there being only 2 genders and giving her opinions on the matter. The above is a summary of what Jen said, not a transcription. Given more context of the video, it appears to me Jen is not talking about the transgender people in general. She is specifically talking about predators and or sex offenders. And it says here, Jen is a convicted felon and cannot legally carry in the state of Ohio. I spoke with Jen via the phone. Jen stated the following: I have never once threatened to harm anyone or any transgender person. Jen states I would never hurt anyone unless they were threatening her life. Jen was talking about sex offenders and predators in the video. Jen is working on getting her felony conviction expunged, which I already told her that I did, and it's just not in their system yet. But it will be. Because now the BCI knows and the FBI knows. So they had to be sent this paperwork because when I went to go get my fingerprints taken, the sheriff department asked me, what court did you expunge your felony through? They should have it. BCI should have it by now if it was in January or February. I says, Cuyahoga. They go, oh, say no more. You're going to have to send your own paperwork in because they don't send that in, which really sucks, you guys. So if you know anybody who has had their felony record expunged, please tell them if they're going to go do whatever, go to the PTA meetings, do anything, you have to have your fingerprints taken and everything. And if you have a felony expungement and if your records are sealed and you're no longer a felon, you're going to have to do that legwork. I know it sucks, but oh well. Sometimes you have to do that. Anyways, after the meeting, oh boy, I'm going to show you what led up to this confrontation. I cannot show you the minors on here because, of course, I don't want to put this child's identity all over the internet, especially what this 14-year-old boy was wearing. I'm over here like, now I know I wear some short shorts sometimes, but my ass cheeks are never hanging out and my belly's never showing. Like if I had a child and they tried to leave up out of the house like that, if I was a child and if I tried leaving out the house like that, do you know what my parents would have done to me? Oh my God. First of all, never ever buy me clothes like that made me look like a $2 hooker. But they'd also make me grab me by my ear and march me up back into my room, demand to know where I got these clothes from, and I would not leave my room for a month. My mom would have to put a food slot in the door and go, here's your tray. You're in solitary confinement for the next month. Forget about summer vacation because you're not going. I think today parents have really dropped the ball. Honest to God. I really do. I think it's really sad. Anyways, so thank God I had this cop say what she did and see what she did and say, you know what? How dare you take a 59-second clip of this video and mince her words all up and just to suit your agenda? That's wrong. So I really did luck out by getting a cop who has common sense, right? Because this woman tried to have me locked up. And I'm over here protecting who you are. What the fuck is wrong with me, right? But again, I guess my integrity is a little bit more intact than yours, huh? Anyways, so the school board meeting goes off without a hitch. I'm just kidding. This person made herself look like an asshole. She's a bully. There was a dear woman by the name of Susan who spoke at the meeting. Now, Susan was going on about, I offered to donate some books like Johnny the Walrus, the Tuttle Twins, whatever. Just books that oppose views, have differences of opinions in them, right? Since they want to approve books like Empire of the Storm and The Bluest Eye. Yes. Do you guys know what that book is about? Ugh. I don't know how anybody could see any educational value in a father violating his daughter in graphic description, right? A little girl, nonetheless, and what it did to his body and how, ugh. I read excerpts of that book and I got physically sick. And I know that there are more students in this school district that have been victimized as well that would have the same reaction. That could re-traumatize somebody that has gone through sexual abuse. They fought feverishly to keep this book in. One of the school board members actually compared it to Romeo and Juliet. I'm over here like, what the? I was busy watching school board meetings for the past couple of days, perplexed. Like, yep, you three are Democrats. It's clear. It's so clear. So the school board goes off without a hitch. Susan is telling her speech. She is talking about the books and why does it have to be so hard? Just here, put these books in.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Uh-oh. Hold that thought. My brother doesn't just call me for nothing. What happened? Oh, because I'm streaming right now. No. Oh, God. All right, let me call you back. All right, bye. Sorry, that's my brother, and normally when he calls me, it's very important. And yeah, yes, I put my mom to voicemail and I answered for my brother. Do you think she'll hold that against me? I hope not. Anyways, so Susan was talking about why does it have to be so hard to get these other opposing views in? And she was talking about she doesn't believe in boys being allowed to compete against girls. It's wrong. Look at how many titles have been stolen from women and young girls. Even if these girls today say, I'm not competing against a biological male, and they forfeit, they are shunned, they are suspended, they are held accountable by disciplinary action, right? So Susan was just speaking her mind about that. And lo and behold, this bully stands up. My daughter, da, 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 da. And you know what? We're like this, man. And Susan looks and she goes, I don't believe you have a daughter. You have a son. It's one thing to believe in things, but it's a whole other thing to force everybody else to think the same way that you do. And if they don't, you think you think it's okay to berate them, to call them bigots? Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. I'm done with that. And you can call me whatever you want to. But the very second you go lying on me and trying to defame my character, one of which I hold to a very high regard today, that's where I draw the line. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. You could transition your kids. I don't give a fuck. But I don't have to accept it. Call me whatever you want to. I don't care. So anyways, this woman gets gavelled, right? She starts leaving. Her husband sits behind in the meeting. Would you think that would be the last we see of this woman, this bully? Nope. In fact, Rocky thought it'd be a great idea after his speech to get out of there because he had to make a 2-year anniversary video for Gag, a 2-year birthday. So happy birthday, Gag. Happy second birthday. And so he thought it'd be a great idea to go outside. Well, he had my body camera, right? And so he put it up on my car. We catch this woman leaving the school board meeting, the parking lot, and coming back, but not alone. Now, I'll show you the events, and I might have to cut the video just so I can protect the anonymity of these minors, but I want you to hear what they're saying. And it goes a little bit like this. So she leaves the school board meeting. She comes back with, remember that child? A is concerned for her child's safety at school board meetings. You say I'm a felon in possession of a gun, right? So you say I'm armed at a school. Fucked up. You also claim that I make threats against the transgender community. So you're going to leave to go pick up your transgender child and bring them to confront the woman that you say is armed? I don't think you're winning Mother of the Year award this year, A. I don't think you're going to win that, despite the fact that you transitioned your child. That's going to negate that for the rest of your life. Okay. So here's the clip. Here's some body camera footage. I don't even care anymore. I don't care. Where are we at? Present this. Here we go. I'm going to make it kind of little. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to blow this shit up. Okay, so this is a 3-minute 37 clip video.
Fuck, my phone died.
Because his phone died.
God damn it. Son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Ooh, yeah, Rocky, he's got a filthy mouth. We're going to get her.
They're gonna be like, you look like a mom. I'm gonna be like, I don't care. Just here. Guys, are we actually going in this bitch?
Yes, you are. You're actually going in this bitch. So they claim that Rocky put a camera on these teenagers' face and accosted them and was harassing them. But I didn't hear Rocky say anything. Did you? Except fucking bitch. God damn it. In the beginning of the video, before they even pulled up, because Rocky's phone had died. But you heard when those kids got out of that car, we're going to get her. We're going to get her. And what else did they say? Oh, they're going to think we look like a mob. But I don't care what they think. Yeah. And are we really going up in this bitch? Why, yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, you are going to do that to confront the very same person that your mother is so worried about your safety against. Ooh, really? Damn. I'm not going to point out which one's the transgender. I don't care. That's besides the whole point. The whole point is you claim that this woman, me, okay, that I've made several attacks against the transgender community. You claim I'm a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. And you're so concerned about your child's safety, but yet you leave the school board meeting to go pick up that son. I'm not saying girl. And 2 other kids. I don't know if those are hers or not. And you bring them to the school board. You send them inside because at this point I'm walking outside. I was going to go to the bathroom and I said that in the meeting. So Mr. A's husband must have texted her. She's going to the bathroom. Hurry up. And I'm walking outside. They're walking in. They could have went through the other doors, but they didn't. And I didn't say a damn word until this child goes, hey, Jen. And I go, whatever. And then it was on. Then I was confronted. I'm not the aggressor in this case. The next clip, you'll see. So I'm over here like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I do give a fuck. In fact, YouTube doesn't allow you to show the face of minors. Do you hear this, guys? Let me know if you hear the audio, because I might have to not show the audio, or show the video, but the audio. So let me know if you guys can hear this. I want to know if you could hear the audio from this video while I'm playing this. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear this. Can you guys hear this? Hold on here. Did you guys hear the video? Michael, I just want to know. I played it. Did you guys hear anything? You didn't hear it? Okay.
Guys, are we actually going in this bitch?
Now, these children right here are walking in. That woman right there with the blonde hair and the well, no, that's not a woman. That's I was coming out this door right here, and out of all of these doors, these kids could have came out of any door, but I was coming out this very door, and this is her child trying to confront me. I'm right in front of this person. This biological male is even way taller than me. You so much taller, you can't even see me standing right in front of him. Ain't that something? Okay, the next video is kind of telling because they claim that Rocky had videotaped these kids and was harassing them. I'm over here going like that never fucking happened. It never happened. So I think it's this one here. In fact, I know it is. I think, oh, that's this one. I'm sorry. I played the same one. All right. It is this one right here. Is it this one? Ugh, I keep picking the same one. There. This one. Is that it? What the hell? I keep picking the same one. Okay, so maybe it's 2 down from the one I keep picking. There. I'm not fucking brand new at this. Okay, so they claim I'm the aggressor, right? I'm so worried about my child's safety. Your mama just told me. I said, your mama just told me. This is me here, you guys. Here's me. They walked in talking smack. I'm walking out and they start in on me. I'm walking out minding my own business. All I did was go psh, like that. Hey, Jen. And I said, psh, and I went to walk out. And then I'm talking about mama. Your mama told to call the police on me. I'm walking away. I go to walk away, and right here is this child screaming and yelling at me. Again, I don't want to play the video, but as you see, I was walking out. I was trying to avoid confrontation. You see? Am I facing the door or am I away from the door? Watch.
Wow. Stop your son.
There we go. And there's Mackenzie, like, get the fuck out of here. So I walk up, I'm walking out of the building, right? And you got 3 other doors you can come in. You see me. You start coming at me. I can't even get through the door, but thankfully, he opened the door and moved and went in the doors next to me, along with 2 other teenage children. Okay. And so, hey, Jen. And I go, psh, and I start walking out, and then, well, you gonna kill transgenders? You got a problem with the trans community? And I'm like, no, your mom literally called the police on me. And I'm over here, I'm getting just so you know what I said? Here's what I'll tell you. I said this: you are a boy, you're not a girl. And what else did I say? Oh, you're a biological male. And in fact, your shorts, I see a bulge, which tells me you're not a girl. And that's what I said. I wasn't focusing on his genitals. I wasn't derogatory in any way until you started in on me. Now, we could have kept it respectful. You could have let me walk out them doors and not said a fucking thing to me, but did you? No. No. So you're so scared about your child's safety. Why the fuck would you bring this kid and 2 others? I hope those weren't other people's kids. I hope those weren't your other kids. It's bad enough you're going to bring your own child up to the school board member where you said, I'm so concerned about my child's safety at the school board meetings. You knew I was there. You were in that room. You saw me speak. So why would you do that? I just want to know. The confrontation that you're going to see next. Oh my God, man. This bitch, she has it out for me. She wants me to go back to prison. She thinks she's the judge, the jury, the executioner, the prosecutor, the attorney general, the district attorney. She thinks she's all 3 or 5, whatever. She thinks she can just send people back to prison like that, or to prison, whatever. She thinks she could send you to prison because you don't agree with her. Well, boo. You know what? By affirming this child's delusion, now this child thinks that he can confront a woman. So what does that tell me about the behavior at the school? What if a girl is in the bathroom and she's little and she's been through some shit and she don't want a biological male in the bathroom with her? And what if she says something? How's your child going to react to that? You better get real with this kid and say, you know what? You're a biological male. You're as strong as a biological male. Therefore, you're not to pick on girls. Because, I mean, I've always taught my boys not to do that. Like, you don't pick on girls. You don't touch girls. You don't hit them. You don't scream at them. Walk away. That's what I've always taught my kids. I guess we have some shortcomings in the parental department, huh? So here, I'm going to play the rest of the video, you guys, because let me skip these kids' face. I don't want you to see the kid's face. I'll tell you what, man. If I ever walked out the house like that, and my mother would get me, man, she would beat my ass. All right, so let me skip this. All right, here we go. Here's the rest. Here's the epic confrontation with Oswald Cobblepot. And I'm going to say that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. How about that? I don't care. Now, this is probably not one of my proudest moments, and I may or may not have body shamed her a little bit, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. With all of this, the series of events that happened that night, how rude you were to Susan, you called the cops on me, you say I threatened the transgender community, but you're going to bring your transgender child up to the meeting to confront me. Put the cheeseburgers down. Seems kind of light. Should have said more. Well, boo. Okay. Here's the rest of it. My Patreons got to see the unedited, unrestricted versions and all that. Blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go.
Did you get her? Most some of it. I got him when they were coming in. They were talking shit out of the car. There she is.
Did you see that shit?
There she is.
I agree, Sean. Control your son.
Bitch, shut your mouth. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna go back to
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
You're
What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, sweetheart?
Damn.
What are you gonna do, sweetheart?
God, fuck.
What are you gonna
God
do?
damn. Her fucking voice is like nails on a chalkboard. You're going to prison. My God. Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that? Here, let me play that again. Son.
I'm gonna get you. You're gonna go back.
Why don't you shut the fuck up? What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? Why don't
There. Control your son.
Bitch, shut your mouth. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna go back to
why don't you shut the fuck up? What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, sweetheart? What are you gonna do, sweetheart? What are you gonna do?
What
are you gonna do?
You're not allowed to have guns.
She doesn't have guns, dumbass.
Yes, you did. You put
How?
it on your video.
No, she didn't.
And
No, I
are
didn't.
you
What are you gonna do?
What? Let me see who you are. You're from Wisconsin. And
I live everywhere. I just moved here.
No.
I live in Ohio.
Yeah,
baby.
And
he pays me $49,000 a month for rent, just like Hunter Biden.
you have a restraining order against you.
Because pedophiles don't like when you talk about them. That's why.
Wow, baby. What a
I'm sorry, but what you're doing to your kid is
What I'm doing
you're doing to your kid is an absolute disgrace.
Felon.
You're going to put me back in prison for
Oh.
what? You may be able to call me a felon, but I never sterilized my child or put him in a dress or genocided my whole ass legacy. My future grandkids are now never going to be. So, I mean, call me whatever the fuck you want to. I mean, don't, because if you call me a felon again, I'm going to seek legal well, I already have legal representation. You're going to see some legal ramifications. The cease and desist is a real thing. Okay? All right? Okay? All right. So here's not my proudest moment. I will admit that. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I'm not going to fuck it. I'm not apologizing for shit. How about that? Annie?
Yeah.
For what? Man, you
Why?
need to
Because
put the
you don't like when
cheeseburgers
people
down.
call you out?
And fucking and what you did to your son.
Sweetheart,
You know what?
people
My
love
friend
this.
here,
People
you
love
are
this
a
too.
bigot. You're a fucking bigot is what you are. You're a fucking bigot.
What are you gonna? Okay,
And
I
you're
get the
gonna
video.
fucking-
It's
we got
okay.
you on
We
body
got you.
camera, Annie.
The whole thing's
Saying that I'm going to
recorded.
get you.
The whole
I'm gonna
thing's
get
recorded.
You. Yeah, you are.
You're-
Because do it.
Do you know what you?
Do it. Your son is now a girl.
No.
What the fuck did you do to your kid?
Okay.
No. Are you that delusional? No. Are you that? Oh my God, man. What I feel really sad for are the transgender kids, right? I do feel bad for them because all of them have body dysmorphia. And I know the struggle. I've had it since I was a little kid. I look in the mirror and see a big, hungry, hungry hippo. Honest to God, you guys, I could be at my thinnest, which where I'm at today, right? But I work for that. I work out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They think it's okay to body shame me though, because when I first started going to meetings, it was still cold. Winter was still going on. It's March. We have winter until sometimes May. And during those winter months, I don't get to swim in my pool. I don't get to walk my dogs like I want to. I walk outside and that shit hurts. So I gain weight in the winter time. I always lose weight in the summer before summer because my bikini body going to be ready. And you guys, a lot of you who have followed me have seen my weight fluctuate, but not that much. Not that much. But this is what I see sometimes when I look in the mirror. So I feel for the people who are transgender. This is what she will never understand. But it's okay to say that I'm out of shape. It's okay to say that I'm fat. But the very second that you do it to them, oh, they cry. Again, rules for thee, but not for me. So do I feel bad about saying that she should put down the cheeseburgers? Fuck no. Fuck no. I feel bad this much, motherfucker, this much. Again, I do feel bad for the kids that are transgender because, God, but here's the thing. I don't think they're transgender. This is my opinion. All of us went through phases in our life. All of us changed throughout our teenage years. You don't rob somebody of a basic human right of puberty. You let them go through them phases. And okay, when they get to be adults, fine. Go ahead and change whatever you want. You're a grown-ass adult. But to play a part in that, to seem woke enough. You can't be woker than me. I have a transgender child. I don't think they're transgender, most of them. I do not. I think what they do have is body dysmorphia and a lot of mental illness that should be treated. I could never rob my children like that. Now, thank God to the Cass report. Thank God for the WPATH files. Because now even the American College of Pediatrics is coming out saying that transitioning kids is wrong. It's wrong. And any doctor who puts these children on puberty blockers off label, these are prescribed off label. Any doctor who does this should lose their medical license and their freedom. Sick. It's a science experiment gone wrong. And so you're going to put all over the internet that I'm some bigot and that me and Rocky are such bullies and got your kids on film harassing them and are so infatuated with your kids' genitalia. Who is? Who is? I ain't trying to change no kids' genitalia. Stay the fuck away from kids' genitalia. How about that? What the fuck is wrong with these people? They're insane. And I know I had to put this out there because they're fucking lying about me. They're lying. I have a lot of empathy for people, but to say that Rocky is a shame to the LGBTQ community because he puts the people that are absolutely destroying kids, he's putting them on blast. He's not ashamed of the LGBTQ community. He's ashamed of what you people on the left made the LGBTQ community good, as he should be. Because every old school gay and lesbian, and I know I've said this a lot, gay, lesbian, transsexual, all of them from old school days are not with this shit. You do not invite children to this. Sexuality and children do not mix. At all. The same reason why we don't give a child a book, a porno book, is the same exact reason why we should never give a child a book about LGBTQ anything. That's a sexuality. And it's wrong. It's disgusting. It's pedophilia. Fuck you. Call me whatever. That's my opinion. And if you don't have the same, fuck you. I don't care. Go on about your business, but fucking quit calling the cops on me. I didn't do a goddamn thing wrong. That's wrong. You don't waste our resources for that when we got fucking people stabbing and killing 3-year-olds in a shopping cart. Sick. All right, back to this mess. Back to this mess. I'm losing my voice. What the fuck did you do to your kid?
Ruin your kid's life.
Your kid is gonna fucking hate you.
Ruin your kid's life.
Your kid is gonna hate you.
It is gonna be great.
Your kid's gonna commit suicide because that's what they all do. Yeah, that's sad.
20% increase in suicide. 20%
I got
increase
custody
in
of both of my
suicide
kids.
rate
My son
once
is a
they
mechanical
transition.
engineer, you moron.
Yeah,
Yes,
Who hangs out
yes.
with trans people and doesn't agree with you.
Oh,
Because
my kid hangs out with trans people.
Yeah, I do know that. He
Really?
plays an instrument.
So
in a
what?
band.
That doesn't mean anything.
Wow, so do
so he
my
plays
kids.
bands, so he's fucking.
And
He hangs out with trans people?
You just
He
have.
hangs out with trans people?
You have a problem.
Good, because
You
I
have a
raised
problem.
him right.
Okay.
Maybe
Get
you
a
didn't
little
raise
angrier.
yours right.
Amp it up a little more.
What
Maybe.
should I have?
Okay.
What should... So, this goes on and then the police come. This goes on and the police come. She tried to throw in my face that I just got custody of my kids. Excuse me, I never lost custody of my kids. Never. Ever. But you know who should? You. You should lose custody of your kids for filing a false police report saying that there's this evil, murderous, transgender hater, a bigot against a transphobe or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know, because nobody's afraid of people who have body dysmorphia. I'm not afraid of them. I have empathy for them. But you literally said that you are concerned for your child's safety at school board meetings. And yet you brought your children up there, or your child and 2 other children. That should be considered child endangerment. What you did to your child should be considered child endangerment. I would never bring my child. If I felt like my children were in danger, the last thing I'm going to do is pack them up and bring them exactly to the location of the supposed crazed, violent, armed felon. Does that make sense now, you guys? Is this not the most unhinged group of people that you have ever seen? Oh, and I don't run a porn site, by the way. I wish I did. I'd be sitting pretty. They made fun of me for living with my mother. And you guys who've known me for a long time, I'm very open and honest. Sometimes a little too honest. I told you guys the whole process of what happened. I'm not ashamed of helping my mother. So they tried saying she lives with her mom. Yeah, my father begged me not to move out. I got money to move out. Best believe me. But thankfully, I've been helping my mama. Her house will be paid off in December. My dad begged me to stay. Take care of your mom. I won't be here long. And literally a week to the day, he died. Right over there. I promised him I would take care of my mother. And I'm not going to break that promise. So throw that in my face. I don't care. You're trying to make me look bad. And I understand. Well, no, I don't. Because I don't want everybody to agree on everything. But I don't think it's right that you jumble up my words. You misconstrue them to fit whatever agenda is going on in that wackadoodle brain of yours. And then you try to have me banned from school board meetings when I have never even said one word to you besides during this interaction. This is the first interaction I ever had with this woman, this wildebeest. It's one hell of a first impression. You understand? I'm not afraid of you. I'm not going to back down. I will be at every school board meeting until they get rid of the pornography in the school libraries. I will be at every school board meeting until they get biological males out of the girls' bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports. As soon as they do that, you'll see me be the biggest cheerleader for the school board. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. I'm not afraid to stand up for what I believe in either. And it's really sad to see how they act towards people who simply don't agree with them. According to this, she made me out to be a murderous, violent, armed felon who rushes school board meetings or school board members and threatens them. Again, you only got one thing correct on this police report. Jen Halad has been attending mentor school board meetings for the past few months. That's the only thing you got correct on this police report. I know you're used to being the star of the show. I know you're used to having all the attention, all eyes on you. I know you're used to being the bully that everybody's too afraid to stand up to because they're too afraid to lose their job or be canceled or be called a bigot. I'm not. I don't care. I know the spotlight has been taken off of you. Oh, boo. I feel bad for what's coming for you one day in later in life when your son has had it, when your son sees a loving parent should never, ever, ever allow their child to destroy their body. No child is born in the wrong body. No child. God made you exactly how you were supposed to be made. God made children the way they were supposed to be made. That's why I said there's no transgender children. There's only children that are transitioned because of wackadoodles like this. I do feel bad for this child because at 14, I knew the difference between right and wrong. I would have looked at my mom, which I asked my mom this last night. I said, Mom, because I showed her this body camera footage. I said, because she was livid that this woman called the police on me, right? We're Italian. Like, we don't do that. We call the police when we need them. And wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I just realized something. A few years ago, you were calling to defund the police, and yet you run to the police? It's usually the ones that defund the police who run to the police first, isn't it? Thank God we didn't defund our police here, huh? Anyways, so I showed my mother this body cam footage. And I asked her, Mom, could you tell me when in your life, after having kids, where you thought it was appropriate to bring your children to go confront grown-ass adults who you didn't agree with? My mother turned to me and she looked at me and she says, can't say that I do, because that's asinine. I said, if you thought we were a danger or endangered, maybe you thought the neighbor was dangerous or what have you, would you ever just throw us at this person who you think would endanger your children? Can't say that I do. I'm proud of who I am today. If I didn't have the experiences that I did, I wouldn't be here. I've helped a lot of people over the years of being on YouTube. Helped a lot of people. And I'm proud of that. I don't want any repercussions or hate or anything. If you see them commenting on my channel, ignore them, block them. I don't want any hate to come to this child because this child is tormented as it is, man. I couldn't imagine having a parent being so gung-ho about this and having to tell everybody that I have a transgender child. What's the point of that? What I found most disturbing was a news article where I found of this mother. And there was a statement from this child in that newspaper, in this news article, local news, right? And I can't bring it up because you'll see their names, right? And I don't want to, again, damn integrity again. In this article, this woman states she had to remove this child from a middle school because of bullying, because of being transgender. And now that I look at it and I got to witness this child for myself, I'm kind of suspicious on who exactly was the bully. Like, I can't honestly say this child wasn't bullied. And if this child was bullied, it's wrong. I don't believe in bullying. I hate it. I think it's gross. My city, my high school especially, it's rampant. The bullying is terrible, right? But in this newspaper, in this news article, I'm so old, you guys, newspaper article. In this news article, it states that she had to remove this child because of bullying, because of being transgender. And then this child was interviewed. And this child admits to calling his mother and saying, pick me up. And the mother said no. No matter if I've been to prison or not, there was never one time, no matter if my son is 4 hours away at school, where he picked up that phone and he called me and said, Mom, I need you. Did I ever say no? Never. I'm not going to tell parents how to parent their kids, but I sure am proud of the mother I am, because I am one hell of a mother. It's one thing that I know I have done amazingly at. And this YouTube channel, it's pretty amazing. I can't lie. I've met so many cool people, so many of you, so down to earth. I've gotten so many supporters on Patreon and throughout the years of all of the ups and the downs. It's been an amazing journey. I've met some really good friends. Got to go to Vegas with some of you. Got some really cool experiences. Got to fly all over. I got some really cool friends, you guys. I'm so lucky. I got some really, really cool ride or die people in my life. Had I not changed my ways, November 1st, 2014, it would not be possible. None of this would be. So I thank you guys who have stuck out with me from beginning to end, even the new people that are coming and subscribing. Thank you guys. Again, I'm an open book. I'm not ashamed of my past. I don't live in my past, because if I lived in my past, I couldn't look forward to the future. I couldn't be in the present. Yeah. So, Krista, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate you guys. I think that's about it, man. Isn't that crazy? If you put Pride Month together, it spells demon. I never knew having sex with somebody who you have sex with is something you should be proud of. Because I'll be the first one to tell y'all, I have some major regrets. I have some what the fuck was I thinking moments. Like, ugh, ugh. I don't know. I think it's crazy, you guys. I just feel like this, Alex. I used to go to Pride events, right? Just a couple of years ago, it was much different than it is today. I used to go to drag shows because they were fun. Our gay bar Bounce is gone now, as it was on West 25th in Cleveland. We used to have drag events, 21 and over. And that was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And drag was glamorous. We had like drag impersonators who were Liza Minnelli, Marilyn Monroe, Lucille Ball is another big one. And now it's just grotesque. The only time I go to Pride events anymore is to capture footage of how they're exposing children to kink and BDSM and furries. We have children dressing up like furries. That's a kink. This whole transgender thing is a trend. Because when I was in school, in Mentor High School, there was 0 transgender students. 0. And I graduated in 1998. Now, fast forward today, even from 2020 to now, there's now 30 students in the high school. 30. There's almost like 3,000 students in the high school. So you're taking the 2,970 students that are not transgender, and you're elevating the 30 that are and saying, well, the 30 kids, their rights matter more. If there's only 30 kids that have transgenderism, those children should not be in the bathrooms of the biological females. They should be forced to go to the nurse's office. But this school told the females who feel uncomfortable sharing a bathroom with a biological intact male that if they don't like it, they're the ones that can go to the nurse's office, because we can't discriminate. We don't have unisex bathrooms for a reason. We haven't for hundreds of years. Bathrooms are designated by sex: male, female, sex, gender. I don't care what you want to call it. Male, female. We don't allow women in the men's room. We don't allow men in the women's room. It's pretty simple. They want drag queens reading to their kids. Okay, then. That's your burden to bear. I don't believe in it. They want their children to be transitioned. Again, I'm not going to tell a parent what to do with their children, because I don't want a parent telling me what to do with mine. But for anybody to call me a bigot simply because I say there are only 2 genders, I teach my boys that they are boys, not girls, and it's impossible to change your gender. I'm called the bigot. I don't want pornography in the hands of children in schools. I'm a bigot. I don't understand it, you guys. All right, you guys, that is, hey, Queen Bee. Is anybody else sick and tired of this shit? Did you see that there was a woman who had stolen the car of an elderly woman? She carjacked it while this woman was still in the car. And this black woman had carjacked her, kidnapped her, drove this woman's car, crashed it, killed the old lady, and the district attorney of Washington, D.C. declined to press charges for murder or kidnapping. This woman is facing carjacking charges. That's it. But 3 teenagers did a burnout on a pride flag on the pavement, and they're facing up to 10 years in prison. Excuse me? What? I think that the roads, the markings on the road are meant for road safety. If you want a mural, put one on a building. Don't put one on the fucking street. I think it's very distracting for drivers. It's very dangerous for drivers. It's very dangerous for pedestrians. Those markings are meant for safety, not pride in who you screw. This country is upside down. The justice system has been made a joke. We got cops that can't even be cops. They can't even arrest anybody because we have these district attorneys and attorney generals who have gone rogue, who refuse to prosecute crimes. We got cops. I'm watching videos, right? Remember Cops, the show Cops on Fox and Live PD? You guys remember that? Well, I remember watching this, and you run from the cops, man. They chase you. Good luck when they catch up to you, right? They kept and maintained law and order, right? You look at any of these body cam video footage channels on YouTube lately. Have you watched any lately? I swear, the people in society today, what they do to the police is absolutely disgusting. Like, we have them berating the police, acting entitled, acting like I don't have to do what you have to say. Give me your ID. Fuck you. They are so disrespectful to police these days. And then we have the police with their hands tied, not being able to do a damn thing. I want law and order back. I want our policing in America back to what it once was. Like, you run from the cops, and they should be able to whoop that ass. I don't give a fuck. I get sick watching the way society acts towards law enforcement officers today. I really do. I have a blue light on my porch for to show the police support. I have a big sign in my yard. Thank you, law enforcement, for keeping us safe. These people on the left have destroyed policing in America. They've destroyed language. You can't say mother. You can't say I'm a woman. You can't even jam out to Aretha Franklin's Natural Woman. Oh boy, that one pissed me off real good. We have DEI, all inclusivity. Everybody has to be included. No, the fuck they don't. Because clearly, when we stopped funding mental institutions and they closed, now look at what's going on. All of the crazies are all over the place. And you want to know why our healthcare system is so screwed up and why health insurance costs as much as it does, medical care costs as much as it does, because we got all the crazies driving up all the prices, man. It's ridiculous. They've ruined everything. Everything. The progressive left is the regressive left. Anything they say is the opposite. They are the party of hypocrites. To literally say that, I'm going to read you the post on Facebook real quick, you guys, because some people think that the internet is not forever. So it says here that Wildebeest posted this on Facebook. Again, I'm not going to give you her name because I'm just not. Unfortunately, she couldn't give me the same respect. So it says Rose and Annie, 2 Menor school board members, went too far tonight. They have invited 2 felons the past couple of months to the school board meetings so they can toe their line of hate. Well, one of their felon friends is a 40-year-old, decided it was appropriate to talk to my daughter about her private parts and repeatedly yell she is a man. I said, dude, you're a boy and you are literally screaming at a woman. You literally claim that Rocky was screaming at your daughter or son, whatever. It's not the case. Not the case, man. And Rocky isn't a felon, and neither am I. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But they proceed to put me all over Facebook. The confrontation of Miss Aladdin and Rocky against the 3 girls could be heard from the board meeting still in progress. Menor staff had to call the police on both of them. So, that's funny. Wow, it even says Tiffany Lee here says Donna Greenwood, which I know is a pseudonym. Interesting, she put on the internet that she even has a gun. I don't believe she's legally able to possess one. And then Donna Greenwood, who has a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg as her profile picture, says maybe someone should look into it. I gotta hide this bitch's name on here. They already did. Since you're watching my YouTube channel and stuff, I hope you were educated here that everything you said on the internet is a fucking lie. These people are absolutely crazy. And here's what they have to say. We seriously need to get out as many blue voters as we possibly can. We can't have this hate from the right control our country. No matter if you're on the right, if you're on the center, even if you're on the left, people have had enough. People have had enough. If you're voting for Trump, give me a T in the comments right now. If you're sick and tired of this and you're voting for Trump, I want to see how many Trump voters we're going to have here in here. I just want you to entertain me for a second here. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that I know myself, a lot of people were Democrats and now they're voting Trump. I know a lot of people who are Republicans and they're voting Trump. I'm a registered Republican voter. I'm voting for Trump as well. Trump, 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 Trump. Oh, you guys are not disappointing at all. I'm going to highlight all of your guys' comments here. Sorry, you guys are so quick. Holy shit balls of fire. I know. Trump, 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 Trump. Lots of Trump supporters in here. I can't wait. Did you guys see Hunter Biden? What's going on with that? I'm so proud of you guys. Look at that. Trump, 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 Trump. My God. Trump all the way. Yes. Hate from the right. Yeah, we're called bigots because we don't want boys in the girls' bathrooms, and we don't want boys and girls' sports, and we don't want pornography in the hands of our children. We don't want schools pushing gender ideologies. Our students in Menor High School are 48% proficient in math. 48% of them are proficient in math. That's fucking embarrassing. Trump. Oh, I have a lawyer, baby. Don't worry about it. I got one of the best. Trump, Trump. I want to vote Trump, but they won't put him on our ballot. Where? You're in Colorado? I think that was ruled as unconstitutional, and they have to put him on the ballot. They'll never shut up, John. Trump, Trump, Trump. Oh, there's William. Hey, you guys, have you ever checked out William's channel? He's fucking hilarious. And the very first interaction I had with William was I believe he posted a community post. It was an awesome like Trump meme. And I'm like, I'm stealing this bitch. And then I checked out some of his content. It's really, really good. He and I are supposed to do a podcast, and I believe I have not checked my messages on X. Don't hold that against me, my friend. Did you write me back? Yes, you did. Okay, we could do your channel first, and we can, when we have time, you could do your channel next. Big thanks, Jen. You're a kick-ass patriot. Thank you so much. And he said he's going to share some of my stuff on X to help pump my X account. Thank you, because they nuked my last one for going and telling David Hogg about himself, that liberal who I'm taller than. And I'm not very tall, you guys. I'm pretty little. Scott, Trump. Keep flooding it. Trump 2024. Everybody do it in the comments, man. Just flood it. Do Trump 2024. Would you rather vote for the convicted felon who's not really a convicted felon at all? It's fake. Or pedo Peter? I'm voting for the convict because, again, not all felons are bad people. What do you see here? Maybe it's for the best. Is not right, but judging by upbringing, they should really reproduce. Right? Yikes, man! Could you imagine somebody having to sleep with that? Oh my God! I think that she wears the pants in that family. I think they're all gender confused in that family. Honest to God, man. My God, you should see her husband. And what's so crazy is her husband literally was not always liberal. What's so crazy? You know what? After I saw who was speaking at the school board meeting, I decided to do some investigating. And lo and behold, this man, well, didn't always think this way. He wasn't always a deranged liberal. And the post that he made was quite conservative. Well, far right from their standards. Not conservative, because conservatives are good people. But the post that he made, which I will show you guys, I just have to cover up his name on my phone. I was shocked when I saw this. I was like, so when he was done speaking at the podium at the school board meeting, I pulled up the screenshot and I go, is this you? Is this you? Not very liberal of you now, is it? They're so fucking hypocritical, man, and they're fake as shit. Yeah, William, I'll message you back. Oh, you guys, make sure you follow William because he's awesome. Here we are. Here's what he posted on Facebook. In honor of the 4 U.S. Marines killed by Islamic terrorist. Wait a minute. I thought that you guys were all about Islam. You posted this on July 17th, 2015. You shared this on your Facebook. A little hypocritical, are we? Come on now. Outlaw. Trump ain't a felon. He's an outlaw. I would like to see Trump collaborate a song with Kid Rock, calling him I am the American outlaw. Something like that, you know. Good. We are pissed off. Yes, we are. As we should be. Trump it up. Nemesis juggernaut. Independence for Trump. Good. That's awesome. Yes. Yes, he does. You know what's so crazy, man? I know so many good people that have gone to prison and turned their life around. They're such stellar human beings today. Honest to God. And then I look at these Democrats who literally, if we did anything that they did, we'd be buried underneath the prison. You know, I don't think that Hunter will see one day in jail. Honest to God, I don't. He got to pick his venue, number one. His daddy will just pardon him, even though he says, I'm not going to pardon my son. The White House helps sell his paintings for $500,000. That's some money laundering ass shit. Somebody needs to look into that, because Why is the White House overseeing Hunter Biden's sales of his art pieces, and they fetch more than a Pablo Picasso could or a Vincent van Gogh? What? Are you kidding me? That shit's buying influence. Oh, that's money laundering. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Trump. I'm registered independent, but staunch Trumpster. Good. Trump supporters are always they're just people on the left hate us. They hate Trump. They have Trump derangement syndrome. And if they see a conservative, we are like Satan to them. And I'm over here going, Trump supporters are the best people I know. I only talk to conservatives. I only have friends that are conservatives. Honest to God. My one friend, actually, that's not true. One of my best friends is very she's more on the liberal side, but she sends me some stuff. Did I get spaghetti on my? I can't wear white anywhere, you guys. I got spaghetti sauce on my knee today. I don't even know how, but she sent me some stuff with the American Pediatrics of the College of Pediatrics today or yesterday. She's like, you need to watch this. She's always on TikTok and shit, but even she's coming around to seeing this shit. Hunter would be somebody's. John, that's funny. No. What is that? The border bill? House Resolution 8081? No, but I know that border bill says that if he were to deport anybody that Biden let in, he would be subjected to immediate impeachment. And I'm over here like, what the hell? You know what I want to see? I want to see Hunter. If his family is abandoning him, I would like to see Hunter sing like a canary and give it all up. Give us everything. Give it to us. I don't know. Did you guys see his new wife? I think the baby mama's going to testify. I think she already did. He's going, yeah. Nobody's above the law unless you're a Democrat. That's it. They're twisted pretzels. Liberals, yeah, they are. Good, Seth. Good. Yeah, Europe has had enough. And I'm over here going, hallelujah, praise Jesus. What took you motherfuckers so long? They're standing up. And they're going, man, this is it. It's absolutely beautiful to see. Yes, Paul, I agree. Trump. So sad what's happening to our country. Oh my God. But look, we've been through worse, haven't we? We've been through worse. And we can make it back from this. We just have to show up to those polls in record numbers. These Democrats think that they're the majority. They're not. Their margin is the margin between us and them is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. We are blowing them out of the water as far as the polls are going and voter registration. They ain't shit. They're losing it and they know it. And when I've noticed when liberals and Democrats are losing it, they will go to anything. They will seek desperate measures to maintain that power. They're fucking nuts, man. If anybody needs deprogramming, it's the people that have Trump derangement syndrome. Did you guys see what happened with the Trump case with Judge Merchan? Who does that? An unhinged look, man. This is so unbelievable that it was unbelievable. First, they tried blaming Trump that, Trump is putting this out there and that, this is just some Trump supporter. Far from it. 87% of the jurors were asked if they voted for Joe Biden and they said yes. No, I'm sorry. 100% of them were, and 87% of them said they voted for Biden. So we have a juror flapping his or her gums to his or her cousin, and that retard goes, my cousin's a juror, guys. on Facebook nonetheless. My cousin's a juror, guys. Trump is so getting convicted before the verdict was read. They knew to convict him. They knew before they could even deliberate. They know that good is always going to prevail. They know what's done in the dark shall always come to the light. They know karma's a motherfucker. I love it, man. I love it. I'm a terrible bigot. I love Trump. I don't think you're a bigot. England, UK. What is it? Who's in the UK? Who's in the UK? Biden didn't win before. He didn't win. He didn't win. The 3 T's are for how many times I'm going to vote for. Hey, look. You know what you can't spell without Trump? Triumph. Good shall prevail over evil. I know I've said that before. When you got the Soroses on your side, that's a bad move. It's a bad move. Man, but I don't think Biden won at all. I think there's no way that he got more recorded. He was the most popular votes out of any president, including Obama. He got more votes than there were people registered to vote. He got more votes from deceased people than any other president in American history. He's got the lowest approval rating of any president in American history. That's bad, y'all. It's bad, man. Oh, David Hogg. Yeah, that dude's a douche, man. I'm sorry. I'm so behind on comments, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's never forget. We know the truth about. Yeah. Hey, Kim. Is that my friend Kim? Hi. Look, man. I know you. Were you there at the school board meeting? Yeah, you were there, right? Yeah, you were there. Girl, that shit was BANANAS. I'm sorry. Kim doesn't curse, man. Kim is very Christian. And I'm sorry. I'm over here like swearing and stuff. But Kim, you know me. Hi, Kim. You know, I actually witnessed your husband speak at a school board meeting last year. He did very good. Very good. Hi, Kim. Send my love to the family. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I love you too, Kim. There's not very many people that I click with right away, but Kim was one of them, you know? Actually, I don't know, man. It just, if you're like-minded with me and you're respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. It's like, so that's how it works. But I got to meet these ladies after the first school board meeting that I went to, and we immediately it was awesome, man. We got to get the kids together again. I've been so busy. Oh my gosh. Hopefully now with that, all of his school paperwork and everything is all done, because I'm sending him to private school, right? And we can get the kids together because now the weather is getting better as well. I'll text you. I have your phone number. Hi, Orphan Monkey. Where's my body camera? Baby. Always. This little thing was the best $200 I ever spent. It's really taxing, you guys, to go to these school board meetings, but I'll tell you what, it's worth it. It is. It's worth it to get my voice heard. And it's also worth it to back the only 2 women on the school board that don't stand for this stuff, man. You know, I don't remember how Annie Payne ran her campaign, but I do remember how Rose Iapolo did. I'll never be able to forget it. She said that she would do anything and everything to protect the rights of children, keep them safe, and be transparent with community members and be the voice for the community members. You know what? She lived up to that 100%. The other one failed to disclose that she worked for Planned Parenthood. You don't lie. You don't lie, man. It's not starting off right, man. It's just not. It's very taxing to go through this and deal with police and deal with legal paperwork and all this, that, and the other, and the emails, man. It just, I shut my phone off half the time. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it to now have the friends that I do, because I went in there by myself. I was the whole reason why I learned of school board meetings. I found out that they had a book that was introducing kindergarten through 5th grade to Jazz Jennings and Greta Thunberg. Thunberg. I don't even know. Thunberg. Whatever. I don't even know what her name is. Thunberg or whatever. So I was like, man, this ain't cool. This ain't cool. That's the whole reason why I went in there. And then I found out about the boys and the girls' bathrooms and Empire of the Storm. By the time I was set to speak, right, I went in there by myself. Actually, when I took my jacket off, I had a shirt that said, "Stop grooming our kids." When I went up to go speak, I didn't write a speech. I just went out there like, hey, here it is. I had already heard excerpts from the book that other parents, concerned parents, were reading. And I had such a physical reaction to it, a negative one. Because like I said before, there are more kids in this district, unfortunately, that have been victimized and traumatized than there are who are gender confused. Okay. This stuff happened to me when I was 5 years old. 39 years ago? And just by hearing the excerpts of a father abusing his daughter in very graphic detail, I had a physical reaction. I had it planned out of what I was going to say, and it went completely, the opposite way. And I started deciding, you know what? I see that I'm not alone here. And I'm going to keep going. I promised those ladies I was going to keep going. That very next day, after the first school board meeting that I attended, I pulled my kid out. You want to vote to keep this in? Well, you don't deserve to. I don't trust you with my kid. I'm not sorry about that. Kim, she don't let her kids go to these schools either. They need to see, these public schools need to see people taking their children out en masse. That's what needs to happen, because every student who registers is mucho dinero for these schools. They get funding based off of enrollment numbers. Our children are like prison numbers to them. Unless we stand up and collectively take our children out of public schools, they're not going to feel it. They don't care. Trust me. I went in there. I've cried. I've screamed. I've yelled. Never threatened, though. I've done it all. I was sarcastic this past meeting. Nothing works. They don't care. They don't care about taxpayers. They don't give a shit. They use $36,000 of our taxpayer money to buy Nearpod curriculum for our little kids that leftist ideology, transgender ideology, proper use of pronouns, LGBTQ ideology. They don't care. They'll do whatever they want to do. And that is why so many parents today need to say enough and rip their kids out of public schools. And if we don't, it's not going to work. I had an almost 3-hour podcast with James Lindsay. He agreed. Take them out of public schools. I mean, our enrollment is down. I mean, by a couple hundred kids, or maybe 300, 400 by now, but it has to be a lot more. And that's how we show them. And if they bring you a school levy, you don't pass it. Don't vote. Say no. I know I'm going to. You get this shit out of our schools. You put in education again. And then we'll pass the levies. We're not going to give you any extra money. Why? You let boys in the girls' bathroom, in the girls' locker rooms, and girls' sports. You let pornography be in the hands of our children. Why should you get any more money? No. I voted on one levy, and it was to put resource officers into schools. And then the people on the left, you want to know what they said? It's going to traumatize these kids, the children of color, to see police officers. They're going to be traumatized by that. They literally said that. These people make no fucking sense. They are retarded. All right, you guys. I've said enough. Everything I have said tonight, please keep in mind. Unless we stand up and do something, it's not going to change. You yourself can go to your school board meetings. In fact, I highly recommend it. Keep your decorum. Do not threaten anybody. Bring up some facts. Do your research and see how your kids in your district are proficient in math and English. See if they're pushing SEL curriculum. See if they're allowing boys into girls' bathrooms. See what kind of book challenges they have had. And if anything raises your suspicions that they are not doing the right thing for children in your district, you best say something. You're a taxpayer. You're allowed to. In fact, that's your responsibility to. All right, everybody. I love you all. William, I'll message you. Kim, I'll text you. And yeah, I hope you learned a lot about me today if you're brand new here. Hit that like button, you guys, on your way out. If you haven't already, make sure you're following me on Rumble, man. That is probably where I'm going to be moving majority of my content to. Because, again, I am no filter type person. And I like to be honest and real with you guys, man. I don't like to have to cage what I want to say. It's wrong. All right, you guys. And keep in mind that the elections are coming up. And it's only going to get worse on this platform here on the tube. Make sure you're following me on my new X account. It is listed right here. I got to start doing my sponsorship deals, man. Again, I keep forgetting to do it. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. I think I got a new one. Yeah, I got to edit this one. Because they nuked my last account. Remember what I just told you what happened? I called David Hogg out because he was laughing at a Chinese immigrant, a legal immigrant woman who was all pro 2A, right? And all I said was, you shouldn't laugh at this woman. You deserve to get your ass kicked. And they nuked my whole account for that. I'm over here like, wow, y'all are nuts. Oops, my caps lock was on. Don't tell Velislav. I think it's too late for Veli, though. He's in Germany. All right, here's my new X account. I know I put Twitter, but that's not what it is. You're an asshole, right? I know. All right, everybody, I'm signing off. I love you guys. Again, Rumble is where it is at. Here's my new X account. Make sure you're following me on there. And my Rumble should be... Where the hell is it? I have so many of these damn things on here. Here it is. That's my Rumble. It's rumble.com/user/JustGenReacts. Make sure you're following me on there. Please make the jump, man, you guys. Rumble is so much fun. You could say whatever the fuck you want to. Honest to God, you could say whatever you want to on there. They don't ding you. They don't suspend you. They don't put you in CommieTube jail. They don't do none of that. They let you be yourself. They don't censor anybody. So this is why I'll probably be moving a lot of my content over there. So if you're wondering, where is she? She all disappeared from YouTube. No, I didn't. I'm on Rumble. But I'll always keep you guys informed either way. Patreon family, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed all the unedited, unfiltered, raw footage that I shared with you guys. I had posted a 45-minute video with everything on there, with all my commentary, nothing censored at all. It was amazing. I think I had a good old time with that. Everybody who has instant access and above gets to see that for free. So, and it is available for the public. If you want to see that as well, it's available for purchase on my Patreon. That Patreon is right there. Patreon.com/JustGenReacts. Donalyn, as always, take care of yourselves. You guys take care of one another. Never be afraid. Never be afraid. Please stand for something or you will fall for anything. And show your asses up to them polls. Hey, there's even early voting going on right now. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but whatever's clever. All right, folks. Have a good evening. I'm signing out. I promise this time. Make sure everybody says goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. No, it's not goodbye. It's not goodbye. It is. I will see you later. Good night, friends.